Hello everyone, this is Lucy05 and welcome to the Cobra Command Central Toy Reviews. Today we'll be going back in time, exactly 1998, on the McFarlane's release of the Spawn Series 10, Manga Spawn Series 2, Manga Freak. Now, to be honest here, I got Manga Freak, well, back in 2000, I believe, when I was in college. And there were this shop near my college back then, this toy shop, and they were selling the Manga Spawn really cheap, and they just placed it in a garbage bin. I mean the garbage bin sale bin, and it was very cheap. Retail prices was about 60 ringgit, 69 ringgit. That would be equivalent to about 10 US dollars, 10 American dollars. So I got this guy about 15 or 20 ringgit. I don't know why no one wants to buy this. 10 to 15 ringgit would be equivalent to about what, 3-6 American dollars? Really cheap. So I got him, and I never regretted it because it's cheap. However, when I popped this guy out of the packaging, he smells really bad. You know those chemical plastic smell? Yeah, really bad. So I really like the figure. I just can't stand the smell. I just place it in the display cabinet for years. And once in a while I just, take him out, play around with it, just to make sure the joints won't get frozen so much. Now, enough with the figure first. Let's take a look at the carded packaging. I still have this after all these years. This is the front part of the cover. The front part of the card itself, it's really lame actually. Just this green front cover. But the back here is very nice. There's a sort of assortment list of the older series. I really wish I got Cyber Violator. He is very awesome. I saw him being sold in the shop. I thought to myself, I didn't have enough money to get him. I bought like a whole bunch of them, so I thought to myself, I'll come back the next week or so, or when I got the money. I came back again, he's out of stock. I was like, oh god. The other figure was Manga Overkill. I really wanted to get him, and he has a really weird gimmick. He has this tubing, and at the end of the tubing, I think it will be on his left arm or his body, I can't remember. He can sprout water, he can shoot out water. I don't know why the McFarlane toys would actually include this kind of kiddie gimmick for such action figures. Oh well, you got Manga Freak here, you got Dead Spawn there, Cybertooth, and Manga Samurai Spawn. Here we have the Kiss Psycho Circus line, the Monster line. In this section we have a small instruction, section here to show Manga Freak's articulation. Here we have a bio of him. It stated Manga Freak has no set alliance. Today he may be your ally, tomorrow your worst foe. Yeah, that's basically just how he is in the normal Spawn comics. It was crazy. But I won't want to waste everyone's time by reading the entire bio. There's about, what, 3 paragraphs there? Now, onto the figure. Articulation wise, the guy has a lot of articulation, hence why I bought him in the first place. What I also discovered is that his head has a problem. It has a articulation, you can swivel left and right, like so, but it's hindered by the wires attaching to the back. So I mean, you can say there's not much of an articulation. You can't even bend the neck or whatsoever. On the back here, you can actually turn this thingy 360 degrees, but it doesn't do anything. I don't understand why would they include such articulation. It doesn't do anything at all, and you can't pull it out anyway. Manga Freak has 6 arms, and each of the arm is really nice. It has different sculpt. This top left arm here has exposed damaged parts. It's all painted in black, but you can see a little bit of details. If I bring it closer, see. And some of the parts would include there's exposed wires. They each have different scope and exposed wires here. And each of the hand has different set of weapons. This one has 3 fingers, basically claws. This one has 2 claws. This one sort of like a claw sword thingy. This is like a scissors, a saw, and the last arm here is some sort of tentacle claw, but you can't bend it, and no matter how much I try to bend it, it just stays like that. So it's not bendy plastic. Disappointing, of course. And the leg itself is quite really nicely detailed, as you can see. Exposed wire, bullet hole here, bullet hole there. There's also bullet holes here, and they are not the same. They're not generically the same. Well, technically not generically the same. You got a bullet hole on the kneecap here, bullet hole above the kneecap here, exposed wires, 2 bullet holes on other side of the kneecap. No knee articulation. You got leg articulation, of course. You can hear the squeaking sound. However, there's a problem with this left leg. As you can see, there's a gap there. You can see the gap, the open gap. It tends to pop off sometimes, so I try not to touch it. There's no knee articulation, I already mentioned that. No ankle articulation, so it's just gonna stand like this. But the arms, you can do whatever the hell you want to pose it. Very nice, and he looks very menacing with all these weapons popping out. My god, he's like a giant spider, a giant crazy spider. So yes, also there's no waist articulation as well. So for this figure, I really love this figure because first, great articulation, and except for the legs, but the arms are great. You have 6 arms, and 6 of them have different weapons. Okay, and I like Freak, and I like the transition to the normal Spawn story of Freak turned into a Manga Freak. And look at him. What sort of bizarre robot is this? Or cyborg? I don't know. They don't release a lot of details of this guy anyway. Just the bio at the back. So yeah, there you have it. I really love this figure. I will give it a solid 8 out of 10 because, come on, you have to admit, this is very menacing with all the arms, and articulation is great and stuff. So yes, a solid 8 out of 10. So this is the end of the review for the Manga Freak. This is Lucy05 signing off.